Hello everyone! As Halloween is just around the corner, I thought today I would show you a Halloween makeup idea. I'm not one for scary Halloween costumes, so I found something not scary, not too girly, somewhere in between. I'm going to be doing this entire look with products from the Body Shop, so it makes it super affordable for you guys, and it would be really easy for you to just go in, pick up the things you need, Bob's your uncle. So without further ado, if you are like me and you're not too much of a fan of all the scary Halloween costumes, then carry on watching. So first of all, if I was off to a Halloween party, I would want my makeup to last all night long, so I am using the Instablur primer from the Body Shop, and I'm just going to apply a small amount of this all over my face. A little of this goes a long way, so you really don't need too much. Next up, for foundation, I'm using the Fresh Nude foundation. This is in the shade 12 Bora Bora Tiare, or Tiare. I don't know how to pronounce that. So I just put a little bit of this on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to blend it in. This is a very lightweight foundation, and since I'm going for the POPART kind of like dull look, I want very perfected skin, so I'll probably apply a second coat of this in a second. But then I think because this is such a lightweight foundation, this is really good for every day. So obviously you'd still be able to use it after you've done your Halloween makeup look. So that is the first layer of foundation. I'm now going to apply a second layer for a more high coverage finish. And I'm making sure to take that down my neck as well, because obviously I want to look the same. Right, so that is my foundation finished. I'm going to be using the Lightening Touch from the Body Shop to be rid any under eye circles. They are not my friend. As this foundation is quite a dewy finish and I'm going for more of a matte finish, I'm going to use the Body Shop's Insta Matte Mattifying Compact just to set my makeup into place, and like I said, go for a bit more of a matte finish that I was after. Right, the next step. I'm a little bit nervous about this one, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be using the oversized felt eyeliner to create the black lines all around my face. So I'm going to do the outline of my face, carve my cheekbones, carve my nose a bit. I'm going to do my eyebrows with this as well because I want to look very cartoonized. Cartoonized, is that a word? I don't know. So I'm just going to find my natural cheekbone and draw sort of a curved line just to sculpt it. Okay, I feel like this needs to be a bit more pointy than that, so I'm just going to add a point on the end. And I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. I've got to try and make these equal. This is going to be so difficult. Okay, so I can't get them perfectly symmetrical, but I think that'll do. I'm also going to do my jawline. I'm happy with that. I'm now going to attempt the eyebrows. I'm very nervous about this. Those are some bold brows. The next thing I'm going to do, again with this eyeliner, is outline the shape of my eyes. And I'm also going to do a bit of a wing because the Pop Eye lady has very oval shaped eyes. Okay, so I'm going to attempt putting a little bit of this in the crease of my eyelids. This is going to be difficult, I can already tell. I'm also going to do an outline around the rest of my face, even though the top of my head is going to be covered by a wig, but just in case, I'm going to do the outline. Right, so that is the outline. It looks a bit funny because my hair at the front is really blonde, so it looks like I've got a massive gap. I haven't, but like I said, that'd be covered by the wig, so all is good. The next thing I'm going to outline is my nose, so I'm going to go around the edge of my nose. I'm going to do a line down the centre, but just slightly off to the side. I'm then going to mark the top of my nose and do two little lines between my eyebrows. I'm also going to do a line down my cupid's bow. And the final thing I'm marking is a line on my chin. Actually, that was a lie. I'm also going to outline my lips with this. The next thing I'm going to do is use the Body Shop's Super Volume Mascara. I'm actually going to take this eyeliner again and do some markings down my neck because I've realised if I'm going to be wearing a dress or something with this look, then I kind of don't want the pop art to just stop on my face. So I'm just going to outline my throat, I think, and my collarbones. Pop art is usually quite dotty, so it's made up of all little dots. So I've got the Body Shop's Matte Kajal, not too sure how to pronounce it, eye brightener, and I'm going to use this to draw white spots all over my face between the lines. I'm going to turn the exposure down so you can see it a bit better. Is that better? Can you see the white dots now? Yay! The next thing I'm going to do is fill in my lips, and I'm using the Matte Lip Liquid in the shade Sydney Amaryllis 14. What a pretty name. These smell so good as well. I'm going to put a second coat of this on just to make the colour really solid. I love the way this feels on my lips. It feels so soft and creamy. And then the final thing to do is put on the wig. So I ordered myself a bright yellow wig. So this is the final look. I'm so pleased with how it turned out because it was fairly easy to do. It took me a while. It was mostly the dots that took up the time, but it was super duper easy. Like, there was no complex steps or anything. So if you are not the best at Halloween makeup, give this one a try because I could do it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to subscribe and you can see my videos every Monday and every Thursday. Thank you to the Body Shop for working with me on this video. I really enjoyed it, and although Halloween is not my forte, I feel like I pulled this off pretty well, I'm not gonna lie. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!